If you want one-story living in Celina, Texas, this Legacy Hills Homes built by Windsor Homes is going to be an awesome option for you. Now, I'm going to head inside out of this heat real quick. I hope if you're relocating here, you don't mind the heat. But let me tell you about this home, and then we'll go into why this is the most popular subdivision, I think, in Celina, or one of the most. It's a little bit about this home, a little bit over 2,700 square feet with an office and a media room, one story, so no stairs, perfect if you're downsizing, I don't know, have hip, knee problems, you're younger, whatever it could be, just like one story, avoiding stairs. This can be a great option for you. Now, like I said, 4-bed, 3-bath. Oh, let me show you your office real quick. Now, your primary is at the back. It does have a downside, though, I'm going to tell you about here in a minute. But that can be solved by either buying the same floor plan on a different lot or a different community. But you have an office, pretty good sized office in here. It's at the front of the home overlooking, you're going to have another home built right there. But a little bit about Legacy Hills here in Celina if you're not familiar. Now, I've got a ton of videos over it, so you can check those out as well. But a little bit about it is further north in Celina, but it's going to be about 7,000 single family homes when it's built out. It's over 3,200 acres, which if you're familiar with the fields of Frisco, this home or this community is 700 acres bigger. You also have a double oven, 5-burner gas cooktop, and plenty of cabinet storage. I mean, this is a huge one-story, and you have a super open space. So you've got a huge living room right from there over, and you've got, just a little bit of space to walk between, and then your formal dining. So you have a ton of great space here, but this community's in 7 sections. This home is in Brookshire, and this is like your media room right here we'll check out. And then we'll go to your primary. It's in Brookshire. Now, I'm sure you've heard Celina, you've heard it's far out, you've heard it has high taxes, all of which are, pretty much true. Now, I think some of them get blown out of proportion sometimes. Now, if you're commuting to Dallas, this is super far, right? Over an hour. If you're commuting to Plano, about 45 minutes. The good news is, if you don't mind sacrificing for a few years while the Dallas North Tollway gets extended, your drive's going to be cut down. Now, Dallas is probably still going to be 45 minutes to an hour-ish, especially depending on traffic. Plano and Legacy West, where a lot of your major job hubs are relocating or going to be, and you're probably looking at, low 30s to mid 30 minutes down from 45. So it's going to save you, maybe 30 minutes each day. Now, this is the downside of this lot. I don't know, you may love it. You can figure out how to get a gate, just let your kid go run up to the playground, but you do have a wrought iron fence in your backyard that's elevated so people can see in. So don't stop watching this video just because of that though, because there's probably other floor plans that you're gonna love, and there's a ton of good information I'm gonna give you about this community. You've probably heard of Legacy Hills, but I'm sitting in the corner. This is a huge primary bedroom. They have it, set up for your TV over here. But like I said, you're going to have 7,000 single-family homes, 4,000 multifamily, about 1,000 acres of commercial space for use. There's 7 sections, is what I was getting at. Oh, look at that. Tile goes all the way up. That's a big thing. Windsor Homes does a great job with just, I feel like, basic upgrades that just make the home look so much better. But each section has its own amenity center. Now, they all may not be built yet, but they all have their own amenity center. You also have a country club. Coming, going to be called the 1876 Country Club. And then you also have an 18-hole golf course coming into the community. So I am not saying it's Fields of Frisco. Fields of Frisco is in its own special bucket. Great community. You can't beat the location of it, but it also comes with a price tag. So if you're looking for an alternative that there's a little bit less traffic, homes are much more affordable. This home is, $562. Put this home in the fields, you're probably talking high 7s, 800,000s. So as you can tell, you save a lot of money. Now the sacrifices on that, as we check out this nifty little closet here, the sacrifices of it, of course, and another view of your kitchen here. Perfect coffee bar, plenty of cabinet space, huge pantry, which that's another thing. It's like if you tour some of my, if you watched my videos and you started dropping on a pin where they were in relation to further south in Celina, you would really make the correlation of okay, why do you get so much bigger pantry 10 minutes up the road? Just little things like that. But the trade-offs is you are further from everything. Now, your groceries are not 45 minutes away. You're probably talking 15, 20 minutes to HEB. They're gonna have some Kroger's, Walmart's. And of course, as As the city booms and grows, because this is the fastest growing city in America right now, we're at 62,000 people. You've got a room for fridge or deep freezer, which is awesome. Love that. Big laundry room. You know, by 2035, they're expecting it to be over 100,000. This community is building, you know, call it 11,000 living spaces, 7,000 single family, 4,000 multifamily. You know, if just on the low end, 2 people, which is the low end, you know, more than likely, probably families with kids are really attracted to these communities. I mean, that's 30, 40,000 people just in this community. Now, they're going to be building here for forever. Let's see if they're soft close. I don't think they are. It's just a cabinet. Oh. I don't know. Hold on. I got to figure this out. They're medium close. They're not hard close, not soft close. But they definitely have some padding to them. But great community, right? 7 amenity courts. And we'll go check out your other bedrooms right now. What else did I miss? Oh, you have 40 to 65 foot lots. And then about the taxes, because this is what I get asked about the most. Now, like I said, we've already covered, is it far away? I mean, that's not a lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is far away, especially if you work in Dallas. It's not like Frisco, where everything's 15 minutes from you. But secondary bedroom is super nice size. But about the taxes. So in this section, let me do an overview of Legacy Hills for you, because this does get a little complicated and it can be confusing. So Legacy Hills as a whole is 3,200 acres. So some sections are in a MUD, some are in a PID, some are in both, and some are in none. So, you know, very non-confusing at all for you, but some are, right? So it varies. So when I tell you this, don't take this for if we go look in another section or you're watching another one of my videos, hey, why is he contradicting himself? I'm not, it's just confusing, all right? But totally understand. So this section is in a PID. Now the effective tax rate with the PID is 2.49%. Now, if you take the PID out, you know, the PID cost is $80 to $120 a month. And the reason for that variance is depending what lot size you are. So those are on 80 to 120 foot lots. I know this can be confusing. So if you have any questions about this, I'm gonna go more in depth right now. If you have any questions about this, or you're thinking of moving to North Texas, reach out to me. I'd love to be a resource, help coordinate a smooth move, build a custom roadmap for you to get here smoothly. Make sure you're up to date with what's going on. But we're gonna go outside because I have a lot more to tell you about this community. I also have a ton of videos about it, other home tours, different price points in here. Price points are about 300 to high 6s. So they vary a lot, your MUD and PID tax. So like I said, there's Ramble, which is another awesome community in Celina. It has an even higher tax rate and higher HOA, but you gotta go watch that video because the HOA is actually, it's one of the cheapest, most expensive HOAs in a cost-saving way. So go check that out. But again, this is shaded, great in the afternoon shade, plenty big enough. But, you know, so you have your PID. It's easier to describe for you if we just bundle it together. It makes it a little bit simpler. Oh my gosh. Now, that's quite the little critter. Now, that is something else. This is all new construction, so don't think there's like a spider infestation. Think that this was a field a few months ago. So I had lots of spiders, spray for them a few times, and then you're good. So tax rate varies a lot. That's another important thing to know about buying in Celina is a $500,000 in this home and a $500,000 in North Sky or Ramble or Legacy Hills. Homes are all going to vary, right? Depending on MUD or PID, overall tax rate, and then of course, you know, just HOA cost, right? So it's all going to vary. That's super important and where you can get real tricky in North Texas just with home prices. So let me know, right? I hope that makes sense. I've got deep dive videos. I have a video coming out that is talking about, you know, taxes explained because it can be confusing. It's the most common question I get asked here in North Texas. Do another look at your kitchen, and the only thing I missed is there's a 27 acre sports park, not 100 acre. But the double ovens is nice. It's always effective, especially if you like to entertain. I mean, this is a great community or floor plan for entertaining. So like I said, obviously great view there. That's really about it for this home, right? I know it was kind of a quicker home tour just because there's not stairs to walk, but it's 2,700 square feet, 4 bed, 3 bath, 2 car garage, plenty of space. I love the layout. I have a couple other home tours in Celina, especially in Legacy Hills, in Celina, Prosper, and Frisco. So if you have any questions, thinking about making the move, have any questions about what I said in this video, I wasn't as clear as I could have been for you, reach out to me. Love to chat with you. No obligation or anything. I'm super easygoing, low key. We'll just have a talk, figure out what your family's goals are, which community may fit them the best, depending on what's most important to you. But I appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe. I post a ton of really helpful North Texas relocation content if you're planning a move here. So be sure to check that out. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you here in Texas soon.